How many hours do you work?
I'm in at 7 and I leave at 8. All right, so the job is primarily equity research. And essentially, what it consists of is picking a company and fundamentally understanding it, its business model, its moat, and also the underlying financials, and then making a decision as to uh, whether or not to buy the company or not.
How many hours do you work?
Hold on, so let's see. I'm in at 7 and I leave at 8. I don't have to work most weekends, so that's that's the thing.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. Get some time to decompress. Okay. Well, it's you know what though? It's not a lot of it's optional. It's more like you're assigned a project, you're assigned a company, right, or a sector, and then like you decide how good you want your report to be. So if you want it to be shit, which is what would happen if I didn't put in the hours.
So do you pick the companies? Do your clients pick the companies?
Right. So at the moment, it's just I'm covering a specific sector. So right now I'm looking at real estate and a little bit of tech. And in terms of what companies I actually look at, it would be a company that I come across that I find interesting myself, which either it has a really strong moat, has high growth, or it's cheap. And from there on, I would explore further whether or not I want to commit further time into whichever company that comes across.
Okay, so how does the business work? Like when you come up with research, does the firm then sell the research?
No, so the way equity research works nowadays for buy side, it's literally for making decisions on whether or not to purchase a company or not. On the sell side, equity research is more of a marketing tool, to be honest. It's so that their clients on the buy side will execute certain trades with your broker. So, for example, if JP Morgan gives me access to their research, I'm going to do trades with them to reward them for the research. And that's kind of how the dynamic works in the industry.
Hmm.
Nothing is actually sold.
So what you're saying is that if JP Morgan gives you access to their research, you would do trades with them?
Yeah. So when a big company on the sell side does research, the primary goal is to attract clients. So picture Goldman in mind. They have really good analysts. They cover a lot of companies. Um, because they're offering us help and we want to stay a client of Goldman's, we're going to give them more trades so they get more commissions. At the same time, if you're on the sell side and you don't publish any research, what's stopping someone, a hedge fund, from just abandoning the broker to begin with? The other thing you have to keep in mind is the research is it's scalable if you think about it. All it takes is one analyst to publish one piece of research and it can be disseminated to everyone at no extra cost. So really the way this works in the industry right now, it's really a marketing tool to retain clients with good research.
Kind of got it. Let me know if this is the right way to simplify it. It's that when you do research, JP Morgan would come to you and say, hey, we want to give your research to the clients.
Right?
And through that, the added value of that research, the clients would trade more with JP Morgan.
Right. So that's a core component of it. The other part of the relationship is also how well you execute trades and sort of how big a player you are in terms of IPOs and other stuff. But in terms of the research part, if you just think about it another way, how do you think these companies could actually sell the research? if they did it piecemeal, pretty much no one would buy it. At the
Hmm.
same time, um, like if clients had to buy one by one, only a certain portion of clients would actually buy it. And even still, they probably only buy a specific company that they're following. So it's a big hassle, and in the end, you might end up losing money because of that, right?